Hello, welcome to the murder of Monday Night Raw with me and Wrestling Network. How you doing today, mate?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Tom?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Let's talk about this abysmal shit known as Monday Night Raw.
Can I do something first?
Sure.
I'd like to start this off with an apology. I know everybody's expecting me to murder Raw tonight, but I passed my English GCSE, right? But I still don't have the words for this fucking show needed to dismantle it. And secondly, I am shattered. I don't have the energy to even think nor speak about this show tonight. I don't care. I'm here to get this over with because Tom wanted me to do it with him. I'm gonna be... I don't even know. I'm not gonna be functioning correctly tonight.
Yeah, but neither did Raw, to be fair.
Yeah, the writers definitely didn't function properly tonight.
Yeah. And I would just like to make one more final complaint. They advertised a moment of bliss. We didn't get it. There was no moment of bliss on the show.
Is that a bad thing, though? Not getting
We got
a moment
Ms.
of bliss?
TV. That's worse.
I didn't watch, to be honest with you. Oh, that was the opening segment one. I did watch.
Yeah. Let's just...
I'm all over the place.
Yeah, let's just discuss this piece of crap. Ms. TV, they yammer on about Randy Orton and he's gonna cash in when he gets a chance. And then Orton makes his way down and then he talks about random shit. Then the New Day have a big brawl with everybody. And McIntyre comes down and they just have a big brawl, and it was alright. It was competent for the most part.
It was just a fight. It was just a fight for no reason. They do this every time they don't have an idea or general direction for any of the guys. It's just me that wants to see the Miz cash in as soon as possible.
Let's do it. Because, my God, Orton's a meh champion. McIntyre doesn't need the belt again because, to be honest, it got boring with him as champion. Then again, most of his reign, all he did was face Randy Orton, so I'm not surprised we got bored. Didn't they have like 3 pay-per-view matches?
Oh my God, they had more than that because they had.
Yeah, his feud started in like July, didn't it, or June, and he won it in fucking April.
Well, they had SummerSlam, they had Clash, and then they have Hell in a Cell. So
And obviously they're having brawls before that.
Yeah.
It's been going on for like 4 months with these two.
4 or 5.
Way too long.
Yep. And that's the problem. Randy Orton right now is past his expiration date. He stopped being relevant or compelling, honestly, like 2015, after the whole thing with Cena and unifying the belts.
Like, this Legend Killer thing was working, but then going after McIntyre for 3 months has just killed it again. Because it's just like, well, you're a Legend Killer. Why do you want the championship? You're going around destroying people. Why the fuck do you care about your championship?
I see what you mean, but in a way, McIntyre was kind of a replacement for Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And then obviously The Miz is just The Miz. The Miz is amazing. If you don't like The Miz, then I don't know.
They've cooled him down a lot. I think Morrison has dragged him down.
Really?
Morrison has done absolutely nothing useful since he's come back.
I don't know. If anything, it just reminds me that John Morrison should be a star even more than he already should have been. John Morrison looks amazing when he's standing next to Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, and you could believe him as
the
a
guy
legitimate
is
contender.
a star, but the problem is they've watered him down so much to being Mrs. Lackey that I don't want to see him do anything anymore.
I can agree with you there.
So if they gave him a singles run, which both of the guys need a single, have a massive feud between the two at Mania. I'm more than up for that. WWE title, Miz versus Morrison. But we'll get Edge versus Orton because reasons.
That is a good shout, you know. Miz versus Morrison for the title. If not at WrestleMania, definitely for the Rumble.
Yeah,
or Elimination Chamber.
That would be great.
It would. It's a fair shout.
Yeah. Then we move on to our first match. Matt Riddle versus Jeff Hardy versus Elias. Sorry, Riddle versus Jeff Hardy versus Elias. Sorry, we can't call him Matt Riddle anymore because that will lead to search results about a lawsuit. The match was kind of shit. Riddle won, which was nice. Matt Riddle actually entertains me when he cuts a promo. Out of the three of these, he got the best promo.
Wasn't listening.
Then we go to the biggest load of bollocks on the entire show. AJ trying to manage a bunch of whiny children.
Oh my god. Yeah. This dragged on. This just dragged on and on and on.
They talked for like 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah, it felt longer than that. It honestly felt like it ate up an entire hour of the show.
Just they gave each other shit nicknames and just, oh god, it was so bad. So bad.
Who's the captain?
AJ's the captain apparently, but no, people don't want him to be the captain and I don't care.
Neither do I. You put it better than I could have. I do not care.
Just generally don't.
Not at all.
Then we move on to Retribution got a shitty promo. Nobody cares. Didn't even make any sense, just randomly talking.
Didn't they have a match? Fucking
That
AJ
happens
Styles
later.
and them.
We see the hip hurt business in the back and they beat up Drew Gulak who tried to join.
What?
I don't know and I don't... Just why?
Just what? I must have been asleep for this one. I don't remember any of this. It was only an hour ago.
2 hours ago. This was the beginning of the show. Then,
Jesus Christ.
Then we get Lana versus Shayna Baszler. Obviously,
This was a
Shayna
5-star
Baszler wins. Mandy and Dana stop Nia from putting Lana through the table. But don't worry, the streak continues.
This was a 5-star match.
Yeah, out of 1 billion.
Nah, dude. Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, WrestleMania 25, eat your hearts out. This match has surpassed anything Shawn Michaels ever did in the ring.
Yeah.
Perfect match.
Then we go back to AJ in the ring, and then they have more of a bickering about the everything. Like they had a bicker after the match, and then they left, and they had more of a bickering. And then we ended up with Sheamus and Braun Strowman versus Riddle and Keith Lee with AJ as referee, and this match went on way too fucking long.
Dude, I know this show is targeted for kids, but we don't need to be arguing like a bunch of kids in the middle of the ring. I'm the captain. No, he's the captain. No, actually, I'm the captain. But what about him being the captain? Shut the fuck up.
Nobody
so annoying.
cares.
Nobody. Zero.
Exactly. Nobody cares.
Oh, and the match was bad as well. The
yes,
match was
Riddle
boring.
won. Again.
Woohoo. Riddle. Not Matt Riddle, just Riddle.
Because if you search Matt Riddle, it comes up with Matt Riddle lawsuit.
It's bogus anyway.
Just fucking... People are going to find Riddle and find the lawsuit anyway if they want to look.
Exactly. Like, you're not... It's not even the first thing that pops up, I'm sure. It'll be his WWE profile, his Wikipedia, all his Twitters and his social media.
And in his Wikipedia, it will say about the lawsuit and everything.
I suppose you're right there, but still, I don't know. There's no need to change somebody's entire name because of a lawsuit. That's bogus to begin with. If there's nothing to hide, why are you sweeping his name under the rug if he's innocent? And if he's not, why are you still doing business with him? Those are serious allegations.
Exactly.
Stupid.
It's ridiculous. We then go to the most disheartening segment in the entire show. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss broke up.
Okay.
Yes, I think I overhyped that. But yeah, Nikki Cross said, Bray is pure evil, choose me or him. And then she's like, I choose him.
Oh, she didn't even say it like that. She put her hands under her chin. She's like, I choose him. And it was just so overdramatic.
And then blew
cringy.
flowers into her face.
Oh my god. And Nikki Cross's acting as well. She could not physically care less.
Alexa does a good job of the acting, to be fair. Alexa does a really good job. Nikki just looks like she's pissed off for no reason.
She doesn't even sound pissed off. She just sounds bored. Like, she could not sound less infused.
Alexa, where have you been? I missed you. Please be my lesbian life partner again.
That's her exact tone, and she's not even trying.
It was bad. Alexa did a good job, though. 10 out of 10 for Alexa. Her and Fiend stuff are doing really well, but just Nikki needs to fuck off out of the story now.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but...
Yeah, but all she's going to do is have a match with Alexa and either be converted or leave.
Oh, do you think Nikki Cross might join them?
I don't think so. I hope
I don't see that.
Let's move on to... Well, this gets worse. Bobby Lashley and MVP are in the middle of the ring discussing that Lashley will beat Sami Zayn and it's not going to be Street Profits versus New Day at Survivor Series because we're going to beat the New Day and become tag champions. And then Titus O'Neil comes out and says, you beat me up last week and it was not honourable. I want to beat you up in this match. And then they have a match and he loses in about a minute to a full Nelson.
Oh my god, dude.
It was shit.
What story are they continuing?
I don't know why they're doing this. The sad thing is, Titus can actually cut a really good promo. Titus is a fantastic talker. Will not take Titus' promo skills away from him. But he needs to be a manager, not a wrestler.
But he's just shit. He is just shit. There's no way around it. He's just shit. And like I said, what story are they continuing here?
Because
did I
he
miss
tried
something?
to join last week and they beat him up.
Alright, so why doesn't he just fuck off? Because he's going to get beat up again.
I don't know. I really don't know.
So it shows how memorable this bullshit is. This was last week, and I still haven't remembered it.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't worry.
Storyline continuity.
It gets worse. This show gets worse.
It does. It does.
But yes, Titus O'Neil, please go back to being an ambassador because you're not that good of a wrestler and they have no plans to make you do anything but look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, then we move on to Asuka versus Nia Jax. Asuka won by disqualification, and then they put Lana through a table, and then screamed at Lana to leave the WWE, which, to be fair, kind of agree with their statement. Lana should leave WWE because she's an awful wrestler. But the match was bad.
Dude, this was my, for fuck's sake moment of the night. This was where I wanted to tap out more than I've ever wanted to tap out during an episode of Monday Night Raw before.
Mine is next.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't want to click next on this results page to find out what happens next. So you can do it and you can tell me what happened.
We had a 7-way match for the 24/7 championship where it changed hands about 47 fucking times. Eventually leading to R-Truth getting an attitude adjustment and pinning and getting his belt back after losing it 14 times. Tucker won the belt twice. This was pointless and it was shit. I mean, R-Truth hitting an AA was pretty nice because, what? Funny, but this was awful.
It's offensive, is what it is. It is offensive. Every single week they find some way to factor in this bullshit 24/7 championship garbage. Every single week, without fail, I will glance over at my TV and I will see 24/7 championship jobbers flailing their fucking arms about, chasing after that god-awful green putrid-looking championship on my TV screen. And fucking R-Truth right in the middle of it, like some fucking cancerous pimple on the arse of professional wrestling. It pisses me off to no goddamn end.
Jesus Christ, pimple on the fucking arse of wrestling. I like R-Truth with it, just not half the shit they put him to do with it. Like, come on, pinning Drake Maverick during a wedding was fucking amazing. But the problem is, we are light years away from what that was. Now we're changing the belt 17 times in the middle of the ring for 10 minutes.
How many times is this officially... Okay, let's read this. Akira Tozawa. Okay, Drew Gulak, that's 2. Okay, Tucker, that's 3. Drew again, that's 3. No, 4. Tucker, 5. Truth, 6. Drew, Eric... I never mind, dude. This is a clusterfuck. I can't even read it.
It was about
At least
9
8
times.
At least 8 or 9.
They've basically turned what was a kind of fun comedy thing for people who like that to actually taking up time in the ring. It's not a proper in-ring championship. It should not be in the ring. Big wrestling stars like Seth Rollins just watch people run past for the belt. They have the chance to pin for it and they never even bother. That's how much they don't care. So just leave it to backstage comedy and just stay away from the goddamn ring.
See, here's the thing. I liked it when they did it on the YouTube channel. Like, remember when they were on the plane going to Saudi Arabia and Jinder Mahal was getting pinned by R-Truth? That was funny because it was on the YouTube. When it's on national television and you're exposing your asses and making yourself look like a bunch of clowns on national TV, that's when it starts to go from funny to fucking stupid.
Yeah, thing is, nobody in the ring I care about, apart from R-Truth. I mean, Drew Gulak I used to, but they killed him. And then, who was the rest of the people? Ivar, Eric...
Fat Kurt Hawkins. Who was Fat Kurt Hawkins?
That was Tucker.
That one.
No, but he is the big... He will get nowhere in his career. Right,
not looking like that. Not with that attire, he won't.
We're nearly done. We're nearly done. We go to the best match of the night. Mustafa Ali versus Ricochet. Mustafa Ali won with a Coquina clutch. You know what? The match was actually quite entertaining. Best part of the show.
This was a great match. It was. This was a great match. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I will say, though, that the match would have been a lot better if we were invested in these two. They've kind of not really done too much to build this match between the two. So I can't say that I really was naturally invested nor cared about this match. But the match that I saw in the ring in front of me wasn't terrible. It was not terrible. It was the highlight of Raw. It was a diamond that stood out in the toilet bowl that was Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
But the rest of the show was shit, so we just kind of dragged this match down with it. It would have been better on a good card.
Yeah. We then go to Randy Orton being informed by Adam Pearce that he's having a title match next week against Drew McIntyre. He then puts Adam Pearce against the wall and says, "I don't appreciate this. You go tell the staff that they can go to hell."
What's Randy Orton's obsession with people going to hell?
Maybe it's because he's already there and he just wants people to join him.
Yeah, could be pretty lonely. It is lockdown. Never know. Oh, yeah, but question though. Do you think Drew McIntyre takes the belt back next week?
No.
Really? I do, actually.
I could see the fact that Miz might cash in.
You could be right.
Then again,
I think Drew wins.
Miz and Roman could be a good match. Then again, Roman and McIntyre could be a really good match.
It'll be Roman and McIntyre. I really think he wins because what's the point of putting this match on before Survivor Series when you could do it afterwards? It just seems a bit fishy to me. Something's got to happen.
True. Then let's just get through the last shitty segment. Miz, Morrison and Orton versus McIntyre and the New Day. The match picked up towards the end, but overall it was just a lackluster main event. And nobody really cared about it. New Day have got really boring and annoying.
You think?
I liked their antics when there was 3 of them. They were kind of entertaining, but they're still acting like the New Day and they're fat and everything, but they're not the New Day, are they? They're a tag team, they're not the New Day. Drop the gimmick now. You split the tag team up for a reason. Drop the gimmick, please.
They're not going to drop it because it's been their number one draw pretty much since Cena left.
Yeah, but Biggie was most of the reason why people liked it.
I mean, no, I think Biggie ruined it, to be honest.
Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your 17-time world champions. Yeah, but half the time he was doing the introductions that got the crowd into it.
I mean, I guess so. But Biggie could have been so much more than just a 350-pound man coming out on the entrance ramp, gyrating and moving his hips to a fucking jazz beat and twerking with goddamn pink and blue spandex on and rubbing maple syrup all over his nipples. Biggie had potential. And
he's going to get buried, though, isn't he?
Oh, he's going to get... 100%. He's already getting buried, from what I heard.
It's like Biggie's like, oh, I give Daniel Bryan credit because he helped me get more of the push. It's like, dude, you're going to go straight down the card because you know what? Vince will get bored of you within 5 minutes.
I think Vince is already bored. But anyway, back to this match. The one spot that I liked at the end of it was John Morrison's plancha to Kofi Kingston on the outside of the
That
ring.
was nice.
That looked sick. That looked sick. It was nice. That's the one highlight for me from this match. Can't say I was invested. Can't say I care. It did, I guess, build Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre next week to some degree. I don't know. Something needs to happen next week.
Yeah, something good needs to happen next week.
Miz cash in, please, 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 please.
Or Retribution breaks up and Hurt Business disband. Please.
Or Vince McMahon gives up possession of Monday Night Raw to Triple H.
And fires Bruce Pitchcard immediately because he's clearly fucking shit.
Bring back Paul Heyman.
Please bring back Paul Heyman. He was 1,000 times better. He was the reason why we had that cool Lashley Braun Strowman going through the set spot where it set all on electricity. It was head and shoulders above this crap.
That was amazing. I love that.
That was Heyman's idea.
Heyman's a genius.
Clearly, yeah. I mean, he's not 100% amazing because he did basically kill ECW. And again, that was more financial, not him personally. He's got some good ideas. He needs guidance. I wouldn't give him a full show by his own ideas. Because sometimes...
That's basically what SmackDown is, though, isn't it?
Again, Bruce Pitchcard. Which I don't get why Raw is so bad, because the same person is producing 2 different shows, and one is better than the other. How does that work?
Because Paul Heyman's on SmackDown and he has creative input. That's really
I'm gonna guess he must have. Because SmackDown... Because they swapped, because SmackDown was drizzling shits a few months ago. They got rid of Heyman off Raw and put him on there, and put Heyman back on SmackDown, and magically SmackDown's better.
Yeah. Either way, thank you, Paul Heyman, for being the one saving grace of WWE right now.
Yes. And thank you for making Roman Reigns, which I'm going to assume has some of your influence, the best character on WWE television. Because Reigns is fucking amazing.
Agreed.
We waited for this heel turn since 2012. When we got it, it's been everything I hoped it was.
Oh, it lived up and more.
Definitely. Jey Uso's stepped up massively. I have massive respect for that guy this year. Most improved wrestler of 2020, anybody?
Oh, he's a star now, dude. They made him into a star.
Problem is, I don't know where Jimmy fits in.
The same thing. I really think the same thing. Or he can first combat Roman Reigns like Jey did and then eventually fall in line. They can do the same thing.
Alright, well, this is us talking about wrestling. What would you rate the show out of 10? Because last week we gave it 0.5.
Christ, dude. This was worse than last week. Worst Raw of 2020. Officially declaring it right here and now.
The thing is, I did like a couple of moments. That's the problem. The good moments cloud my judgment.
There was a couple good moments last week as well, but...
True. You know, I'm just going to give it the same score as last week, 0.5 out of 10.
0.01 out of 10 for me.
Jesus. But yeah, both shows, piss poor. Step up your game, WWE. You've heard it first from All Things Wrestling, the fastest rising and best wrestling YouTuber on all of YouTube.
Subscribe.
And remember, try Quavers. And Ripple. Ripple's a good chocolate bar. Have a Ripple.
You have some Galaxy. Have you ever had Galaxy in a long time?
I love Galaxy. Favourite chocolate. Have you ever tried the new Cadbury's white chocolate?
Oh my god, yes.
I've got like 3 bars of that shit right near me.
You're lucky. I might go and get some later.
I would. Yeah, I made sure to get a few nice snackable things since lockdown, innit?
Can you not get them? Do they like run out of them through lockdown or what?
No, just I'm being safe by not leaving the house.
Just paranoid.
More the fact my mother is one of those critically vulnerable people, and I'd rather just reduce the risk.
Yeah, good idea. Sensible.
Because with my dad and my sister keep going out, we don't need 3 of us going out of the house. 2 is enough.
Wear your masks, everybody.
Everybody, wear your masks. Social distancing. If anyone comes near you, you have the right to punch them in the face, but as long as you wash your hand after.
That might be a little bit of false advice. I don't think you can. Just carry a stick around like Cartman from South Park.
Yeah, the 6 feet stick. Yeah. Social distancing.
Yeah, very good idea.
Seriously, everyone stay safe out there. We'll be getting a vaccine apparently by some point next year.
Yes, finally. Good job.
Might actually get to go on my holiday next year.
Where are you going?
Zante. But they're still on the quarantine list, so if we don't get a vaccine out, there ain't no way I'm going.
Let's go somewhere else. You can go to Australia. Australia's COVID free.
No, they're not allowing people to fly in.
Ah, boring.
Apparently the flights, you know how it takes like 20 hours normally?
Yeah.
Apparently to get a flight over there is taking 45 hours.
That's not bad. You can just go to sleep.
No, but they're stopping off in different places and COVID testing you and doing all this stuff.
Oh, so
Apparently you got to jump through hoops, go to like several different airlines and airports. Apparently it's not just one straight flight, it's multiple.
I mean, I can see why.
I wouldn't want to travel at this point.
Nah, me neither. It's nice to stay in your house anyway.
Yes. Just, Boris, please lock us down during Christmas so I can have Christmas off.
No, they will, because Christmas is always busy. Christmas Eve as well. It's like always chock-a-block.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, like, share, subscribe. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back tomorrow for Impact Wrestling review, and Wrestling Network will be back on Wednesday for AEW and NXT.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So yes, catch you all later. Bye.